The Congress party shared an AI-made video that shows Prime Minister Narendra Modi as a tea seller holding a kettle. This video created a big political debate. BJP leaders sharply criticized Congress, saying the party insulted the Prime Minister. BJP spokesperson Shehzad Poonawalla wrote that Namdar Congress cannot tolerate a hard-working Prime Minister who comes from the OBC community. Congress has not reacted to the criticism yet, but the video is now being widely discussed on social media, making it a major political controversy. Delhi MCD by-election results brought a surprise for all parties. BJP, which earlier had 9 seats, lost 2 seats and is now down to 7 seats. Congress, which had no seats earlier, finally opened its account by winning 1 seat, giving the party a much-needed boost in Delhi politics. Aam Aadmi Party managed to keep all 3 seats, showing stable support in local areas. These results indicate changing public mood and may influence future political strategies of all 3 parties in the capital. Telangana Chief Minister Revanth Reddy made a remark during a Congress meeting that has drawn attention. He said the Congress party survives because it allows different ideas, just like Hinduism has many gods worshipped in different ways. He said some pray to Venkateshwara, others to Shiva, and unmarried people pray to Hanuman. He humorously said people who marry twice have different gods, and even those who drink alcohol have their own gods. His comment was meant to show diversity, but it is now widely discussed in political circles. Jamaat-Ulema-e-Hind Chief Maulana Masood Madni clarified his recent statement on jihad. He said his words were misunderstood because people saw only one line without the full context. Madni explained that he wanted to highlight the true and historic meaning of jihad, which is about fighting injustice and standing for peace. He said fighting terrorists is the real jihad. Madni accepted responsibility for the confusion and said he should have been clearer. His clarification comes after his earlier remarks sparked debate on social media and in political groups. The Home Ministry informed the Lok Sabha that the next national census will take place in 2027. The process will have 2 major stages. In 2026, the first phase will begin with house listing and collecting details about households. After that, the second phase will be population counting. Minister of State Nityanand shared this in a written reply to a question by Rahul Gandhi. The government has not yet announced the exact date, but officials say the planning has already started for the massive national exercise. US President Donald Trump again said he should get the Nobel Peace Prize. He claimed that if he ends the Ukraine war, he deserved the award. Trump also said that even for the wars he stopped earlier, he should have received the prize, but he is not greedy. Trump added that a woman who won the prize recently said Trump should have received it. His comments come at a time when the US is deeply involved in global discussion on peace and the Russia-Ukraine war. Russian President Vladimir Putin met for 5 hours with Jared Kushner's US President Donald Trump's son-in-law and US Special Envoy Steve Witkoff. The long meeting focused on the Russia-Ukraine war. However, no agreement was reached. Putin's advisor Yuri Ushakov said the talks were helpful but did not produce any final proposal. Putin again insisted that there can be no peace deal unless Ukraine hands over the Donbas region to Russia. The meeting shows active diplomatic efforts, but the war still has no clear end in sight. The Indian stock market saw a fall for the third straight day. The Sensex dropped by 350 points and is trading near 84,800, while the Nifty also slipped 125 points. The biggest pressure came from auto and banking stock, which declined sharply in morning trade. Investors are worried because global markets are also showing weak trends. Experts say uncertainty in international markets and concern over interest rates are affecting Indian stocks. Traders are watching if the market can recover later in the day or if the downward trend will continue. Team India will play the second ODI against South Africa today in Raipur, where India has never lost a one-day match. This makes the game exciting for fans. South Africa will be stronger this time because captain Timba Buvama and spinner Keshav Maharaj are back in the team. India's captain Rohit Sharma is also close to a big record. He is nearing 20,000 international runs. Both teams want to take the lead in the series, and the match is expected to be competitive with strong batting and bowling from both sides. A strong cold wave has hit North India. Rajasthan has issued a cold wave alert and temperatures have dropped sharply. In Bikaner, the minimum temperatures fell to 4.7 degrees Celsius. making it one of the coldest places in the region. Madhya Pradesh is also facing severe winter, with Bhopal and Indore recording below 9 degrees Celsius early in the morning. In Bihar, heavy fog caused major travel problems. At Patna airport, 11 flights were delayed because visibility was very low. Weather officials say the cold condition may continue for the next few days. That's all for today's bulletin. We'll be back with more updates next time. Until then, this is Tamanna Rizvi signing off. Have a good day.